Department Leach.
I'm calling because there's a woman that's been walking on the corner of Main and First. She's been walking around in circles, and she's been there for over an hour and a half, and I tried to talk to her, and we think she's disoriented, and we think she may need a health and welfare check. She's got a long black dress on, long black hair, or it may be in a bathrobe. I can't tell which it is. And when I tried to talk to her, she just said, "I'm fine."
Woman is fatally shot in a Hendersonville McDonald's and an employee charged with her murder.
Police say 35-year-old Sam Ivey is now charged with second-degree murder in the shooting death of 30-year-old Jacklyn Reed of Johnson City, Tennessee.
Several measures could have been taken to prevent this tragic incident that occurred. But unfortunately, this is the story of what happens when a minor situation turns into an unfortunate incident. Welcome to BaasetCrimez. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell. Hendersonville is a city that's about 22 miles south of Asheville in North Carolina. Like the county, the city is named after the 19th century North Carolina Supreme Court Chief Justice Leonard Henderson. With a population of about a little over 14,000 people, it's a small suburban city that's a decent place to live and make a living. On the morning of October 9th, 2023, 30-year-old Jacklyn Reed of Johnson City, Tennessee, was visiting Hendersonville for whatever apparent reason. It was said that she got into an argument with a woman at a bus stop outside of a local McDonald's. Somehow the argument escalated from outside to inside of the store, where she was then asked to leave. She did leave the McDonald's, but then quickly returned, where then she encountered Samuel Ivey. Sam took it upon himself to get in between the two ladies that were arguing, which at some point Jacklyn pushed him or grabbed him, which he then allegedly, according to witnesses, pulled out a firearm, aimed it directly at her, and fired, fatally wounding her. He then fled the scene.
An argument between two women took a deadly turn when they entered into the McDonald's here and an employee shot one woman in the chest.
It was just before 11 a.m. Monday morning when Hendersonville Police Chief Blair Myhan says they received a call about a shooting at the McDonald's on Four Seasons Boulevard. The chief says the two women began arguing at a bus stop and it carried over into the McDonald's as one woman was attempting to get away from the victim.
The manager and the employees interrupted that and tried to stop the disturbance inside their store, as you would expect someone would.
Chief Myhan says surveillance video showed the victim leaving the restaurant but returning moments later. He says the victim reached out and touched Sam Ivey, a McDonald's employee, and then Ivey pulled out a gun.
She's standing in the doorway, and that's where she's met by the manager and the shooter. And the shooter just, again, very matter-of-factly pulls a gun out very quickly and shoots her once dead center of the chest.
The chief says Ivey immediately fled the restaurant and headed to Edneyville Elementary, his son's school. A school resource officer recognized Ivey and arrested him in the parking lot. Chief Myhan says they also recovered the gun.
I'm not really sure, the suspect, why he reacted the way that he did, but our detectives will work into finding out, sort of his mind frame at the time. The video that I've seen of the shooting, in my opinion, it's a clear case of homicide.
The suspect, 35-year-old Sam Ivey, was apprehended and is now being charged with second-degree murder. What's sad about this case is that it's being said that Jacklyn Reed suffered from severe mental health issues. In fact, in the month of mid-August, several of her family members and friends took to social media to issue notice about her missing. Not sure the circumstances surrounding what happened to her, but it was said that a few days later she ended up back home and that the family was asking for their privacy for the case. Unfortunately, this was not the only mysterious incident leading up to her death. Weeks and days prior to her death, numerous people called in to 911 reporting seeing Jacklyn standing outside, acting erratic, talking to herself, walking in circles, and just exhibiting very strange behavior. Take a listen to some of the 911 calls of some of the people who witnessed her strange behavior.
Police emergency.
I'm in Hendersonville at the corner, at the split between Church and Main Street. There's a young lady that's walking north.
Does she have a black dress on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. We've gotten out with her all day, and for the most part,
Yeah.
she is fine. She does have some mental issues, but that's not anything since she's not harming anybody or anything. But yes, ma'am, we do
No,
appreciate
not
it.
at all. I was just concerned for her. I didn't want her to walk in traffic or hurt herself. You know what I mean?
Police from Nick.
I'm in the middle of Hendersonville at Safe Light,
Okay.
and there was this lady staying here, but anyway, she's not staying here now, and the past 3-4 days, she's been up here on Main Street, just walking around in circles. I believe she's schizophrenic, but I've trying to talk to her and stuff. She's not talking, and she looks like really far out there. Like she can walk out in the middle of traffic like any minute. I just feel really bad that she needs help, honestly. I feel like she needs maybe a wellness check or something.
Okay. Yep. I'm not
You can't miss her. You can't miss her. She's right
yeah,
there.
we've gotten out with her quite a few times this weekend, and every time she's telling us that she doesn't want any help. But I definitely don't mind sending somebody over there just to check on her again. So I know who you're talking about just from the description of her.
Thank you. I wish somebody could get her some help.
Yeah, we would if we could, but honestly, if she doesn't want help, there's not a whole lot we can do for her. We can't just pick her up, but if she doesn't want us to help her, then we can't pick her up and take her anywhere because that would be kidnapping because she hasn't really hurt herself or done anything. Police emergency.
Hey, I was just coming through town, and there was a lady standing in the middle of the road screaming.
Okay, we're out.
She wouldn't move, like I had to stop and go around her. She was trying to get in the car. She had long dark hair and looked like maybe a skirt or something baggy on, but she was screaming. She wasn't saying help, she was just screaming stuff.
Unfortunately, mental health is a serious issue in the United States. Jacklyn unfortunately succumbed to her injuries and was pronounced dead at the scene of the crime. I'm not saying that mental health was a reason that she was a victim. Knowing that she did have mental health issues probably contributed to her state of mind that day and her being. Jacklyn's friends and family reached out on social media to send their love and support towards her. But not only did they send their condolences to Jacklyn, some of Sam's friends sent their support towards him as well. Let me know what you think about this situation in the comments below. Unfortunately, this situation is sad all around for both parties. A young girl lost her life, and then this young man is now in prison over something that is extremely unfortunate and something that could have been prevented. Condolences to Jacklyn's family and friends. This is just a true testimony that we have to take our mental health serious and live every day like it's our last. Let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments below. Alright, everyone out there, be safe and be loved.